In a world where everything is unscripted, this is Roasty, Toasty, Ghosty.
Would you like to open this up?
Let's open this up.
No fun warm-ups today.
No. No, because...
Can't do that.
I'm so thirsty.
Hello, and welcome to Roasty, Toasty, Ghosty. This is so weird.
Yeah.
My name is Lauren. Learn. My name is Lauren.
Learn.
No, learn.
Lauren.
I can't even say it now. What a weird name. Why was I cursed with a weird name?
I don't know.
Why can't I have a normal name, like something else? Anything else?
Anything else?
Mattias.
Yeah.
My name is Mattias.
Okay. And I'm Learn.
You're also Mattias.
Yes, I'm Mattias. Is that a weird name or is it a...
Mattias?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that weird. No.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's that common in the States, though.
No, I wouldn't say so either. If people has that name in the States, it's probably inspired from Europe.
Yeah, people will probably call you Matt.
Yeah, that's what I think too. And that's okay. People can call me Matt if they want to. In school, I was called Matte.
Yeah. Is it okay if people treat you like a Matt, though? Walk all over you.
I mean, it depends on if they have dirty feet or shoes.
Okay.
Or socks.
Okay. What if sometimes they do?
Then they have to use another mat to wipe their feet.
Before they walk on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then they can walk all over me.
Okay.
But
all right.
I don't think I would be, very comfortable for people to walk on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't...
You're a little bumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think people would like it that much. But what do I know?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure some people like walking all over you.
Maybe. Yeah.
Possibly with slightly dirty feet.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And that's just because they don't like shoes.
We don't have facts.
No, nothing is proven.
No, I guess we have to do, what do you call it?
Research.
Yeah.
Matthias.
Do some research. What?
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good.
How are you?
I'm 5.
You're 5.
Yes.
No.
I'm good.
I'm so warm that my finger sticks together, so I need to spread them.
Okay. They're sticking together.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also good. I'm good.
Good. Did I ask?
Yes, you
Good.
did. And then I got distracted by your
you
hand.
said, I'm 5.
I'm 5. I thought you were trying to sign what you wanted me to say. We haven't sat here since last Thursday.
True.
It's Friday now.
Yes.
So we have a week and a day to talk about.
We do.
What did we do last Friday?
With the drunken sailor.
Were we with a drunken sailor last Friday?
We were not.
No.
That's what people were wondering.
Yeah.
But no, we weren't.
I might have had a little bit to drink on Friday.
Okay. But you weren't sailing.
No, I wasn't even really in the water.
No, okay.
To interrupt you.
Sailors don't have to be in the water.
No, I
They
wasn't
have
on
to
a boat.
be on the water.
I wasn't on the boat.
No, okay.
I was by the water, but this sailor didn't want to be in the water.
No.
Last Friday, we went out to the summer cabin for Midsummer weekend.
Yeah.
And I set up the tent and we grilled and the kids were up like all night that first night. They could not settle down.
Okay.
Even though we wanted to go to bed, we adults wanted to go to bed.
Yeah.
None of the kids wanted to sleep.
That's a problem.
It was frustrating.
Yeah.
My oldest decided he wanted to go for a jog to the beach, which was I don't know. It's a few kilometers away, I think.
Okay.
I don't know exactly.
No,
but
I know how long it is.
it feels pretty far even when driving.
Yeah, it does.
But he was determined. He had lots of energy, and he's a teenager now, so he's up pretty late at night. He doesn't get tired until early hours.
Yeah.
So
Just like me.
Yeah. So he went for a jog and he came back and yeah, he survived. Everything was good.
Good.
And then, because I'm assuming you didn't do much on Friday.
No, I was at home with my family and...
You were editing.
Yes, I was.
And then you came out to the cabin on Saturday.
Yeah, but first I went to this place, to your place.
You came over to my place and helped me with the bunny.
Yeah, fed your animals, or really just the bunny.
Yeah.
The other one survived too, I hope.
Yeah.
Good.
I saw him earlier today and he said hi.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he got mad at me because I woke him up. Sometimes I'm mean and I wake him up. And then I try to pet him and he bites me. But it's okay. It's kind of cute.
I would too.
Yeah. Usually you bite me when I wake you up.
Yeah, that's why you have your kids do it now.
Yeah. Usually sick child comes out and wakes you up instead.
Yeah.
So you can bite him.
Yeah. So I didn't know you were the one sending him.
Yeah, to protect myself.
Yeah.
Why else would you have children? Do things for you.
Yeah.
And then you came out to the summer cabin.
Oh, yeah.
And what happened? We grilled.
We were playing with a ball.
Right.
A lot.
There was a soccer ball that we played around with.
Yeah, like no, not your daughter. She wasn't really playing that much.
No, she was somewhere else.
Yeah.
And we had some beverages.
Mm-hmm. We did.
I mean, it was pretty calm and...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty chill this year. It was nice.
And I didn't swim. I didn't go into the water.
No one forced you to go into the water. That
was good. I appreciated that.
Well, it wasn't really that warm.
Did I
go into... It was
on
and off.
Did I go into the water last year?
Yeah.
I did.
You did.
Yeah. This year wasn't really that warm.
No.
Hot.
No, I mean, it was... The sun was in and out.
Yeah,
really, all day.
I have to say that it was really good weather this year. Because, I mean, the other years have been so hot that I could barely handle it.
Yeah, that's why I made you go into the water.
Yeah, but I don't like going into the water. But that's why I like this year, because this year was better weather. Yeah. And yeah, we grilled.
We grilled and we watched a couple movies on the projector.
Yes, we did.
The night before we watched Sunes Sommar.
Okay.
But you weren't there.
No, I wasn't.
And then when you were there, we watched the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yeah.
And the Sista Racet.
It's Sista Race.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Yes.
The Mario one we had never seen.
No, exactly. You hadn't seen it?
I hadn't seen it.
Okay,
no,
cool.
That was the first time. What did you think about that one?
I thought it was good. It was kind of funny. Let's see.
Do you remember anything?
I remember them going into like a drain or...
Yeah, it's a drain.
Yeah.
A pipe.
Drain pipe and going to like... It seemed like it was different worlds. Mm-hmm. The brothers. But it was a connected world or it was really the same. But it was like different.
The Nintendo world.
Yeah.
Really.
And I remember the dog that they were trying to like fight off or at the beginning. And also there was a bad guy and that was Jack Black, right?
Yeah.
Doing the voice for the bad guy.
I thought that the voices were like messed with. They didn't sound like the actors.
No, I'm not sure if I like the voices that much.
No, because I mean, with Jack Black,
yeah,
with the style that he like speaks, voice. You could tell it was him, but the sound it sounded like it was adjusted.
Yeah.
And like Chris Pratt, I had no idea it was him. I looked him up and I was like, oh, that doesn't sound like him at all.
No, and that voice didn't fit Mario, I think.
No, not really.
I didn't really...
Well, they made it seem like the Italian accent was fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Chris Pratt, and then Fred Armisen, his voice was messed up as well.
Who was he?
He was Donkey Kong's dad.
Okay.
And Donkey Kong was Seth Rogen.
Yeah, that I heard. I mean, when he left.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, of course.
That's him.
Who was...
Peach, I didn't recognize the actress.
Okay. Who was Luigi?
I don't remember.
No, but yeah. I wasn't a big fan of the voices, though.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the story was fun.
Yeah. I thought the training montage was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wasn't disappointed in the movie more than the voices, I think.
Yeah.
It was just the voices that brought it down a little bit.
Same here.
Yeah. Who were you talking about? Wasn't in the movie that much? Or
Yoshi.
He wasn't in the movie, or was he?
I didn't see him at all.
No, okay.
They had Bones, who was the bad guy version of Yoshi.
Okay, I'm not that familiar with the characters of Super Mario, so I just really know Mario and Luigi, and so I'm not really that familiar with the other ones.
So the lack of Yoshi was a disappointment, especially since a lot of the other characters were represented, except for Yoshi. So yeah. I mean, even some of the characters that you didn't see that often in the game were still there. And where was Yoshi?
Yeah, I don't know.
So that's my complaint about that.
Yeah, and I felt like I didn't know much about the power-ups. I'm like, I don't know about this and that, and I really just know the two.
Yeah.
You know, the one, he starts small, getting bigger.
Yeah.
And then is he white? Is that when he can shoot?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I never really played the game.
No, okay.
Honestly, I'm a Mario Kart person.
Okay, no.
But my oldest played the actual Mario games.
Yeah, okay, so, and that's the 2D.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
At least on the Nintendo 64. He played those.
Okay. I've played one of those on the computer.
Yeah, okay.
So that's the one I'm familiar with. And that...
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, it was an okay movie. I mean, the movie was good. Voices could have been better. And the lack of... Yoshi was a disappointment.
Yoshi is always my go-to for Mario Kart.
Okay.
He's cute.
Okay.
The other movie we had already seen before. We saw in cinema separately.
Yes, we did.
This is the first time we watched it together.
Yeah. And it's
still good.
Yeah. It's Sista Race. The last race or something.
Yeah.
And it is the funniest Swedish movie in recent times.
Yes. I'm going to agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
But I don't think we really need to go that deep into it because I feel like we've talked about it
We
before.
have talked about it. And it's we can say that it's a race movie. It's like a Swedish Cannonball Run.
Yeah, you could say that.
I did say that.
Yeah, you did.
But there's a lack of Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Lackey Chan.
Lackey Chan.
And Burt Reynolds is not in this either.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay. Is he dead?
Yeah.
Okay, that might be it.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, we watched that. And that was fun.
It's fun. It's a fun movie.
And then on Sunday, right, we packed everything up.
Yes.
And
I wiped the tables.
You did. You did that.
Yeah.
Very proud of you for
Thank you.
table wiping.
Thank you. I think.
Okay. My oldest decided when he woke up at like 5 in the morning, he was like, I'm done here. And he told us that he was leaving. I was like, all right. So he walked all the way to the train station, which is really far. He walked there, and he had like just missed the train, so he had to wait like
2 hours.
2 hours to catch the next one. And we packed everything up, and
since he left, I got a seat in the car.
yeah, you could ride with us.
Yeah.
Which was good. We didn't have to deal with that problem
No.
of who are we gonna leave behind.
So thank you, oldest.
We got home, we emptied the car, and then I brought you home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's what happened.
And my oldest was sleeping on the couch when I got home.
Oh.
Yeah, and yeah, pretty much just tried to clean up after camping and everything. Oh, we gotta talk about the ticks.
Okay. TikTok.
Yeah.
It's a TikTok.
I found 2 ticks on my leg.
Yeah.
And then another one somewhere else on my body. And my daughter had one behind her ear. And then my oldest found one in his belly button.
Yeah.
Which, that was fun to take out. He didn't like it. But yeah, that was that.
That was that. That was Sunday.
That was Sunday. What happened on Monday?
On Monday, I stayed home.
Yeah.
I
did
was
that.
sick. Yeah, I was really sick. Wink, wink.
You weren't feeling well.
No, exactly.
Kind of. Monday, I went to the gym. That was the only time I went to the gym this week.
Okay,
I
that's
was
cool.
really good.
I stayed home because I was sick.
Yeah, that's all I really did on Monday.
Okay.
I went to the gym and I cleaned the kitchen.
Oh.
Why do I keep getting notifications about the stock market?
I don't know. Maybe you're interested?
No, I just told Google I'm not interested.
Maybe you want money?
I never understood it.
Money?
Why would you spend money and like gamble on that kind of thing?
To get more money.
Yeah, but you could also lose money.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what if you don't?
Let's talk
what
about
if you
Tuesday.
get more money?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get
Let's
it.
talk about Tuesday.
Tuesday, that's a day to talk about.
Tuesday is the day to talk about.
Yes.
We went on an adventure on Tuesday.
Yeah, I was still sick, by the way.
Yeah, and you totally did not go with me.
No, exactly.
But-
For legal reasons, I was not there.
Right.
But I kind of was.
But I picked you up and we went to Solna.
Yes, Solna.
We went there.
We did. By car.
By car. We took the car. We parked it in a really weird spot.
Yeah,
It was for visitors for an apartment building.
Yeah, and we were like taking a few laps around Solna first before finding that spot.
So confusing.
Yeah, because it's difficult to find a parking spot.
I wanted a parking garage.
You wanted that.
But the one that I was planning on going to, you needed a code to go in there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No.
So we found a random parking spot.
Yeah.
And I didn't pay for it.
No.
And I didn't... everything...
It was... I mean, speaking of gamble, that was a gamble.
It was a huge gamble.
Yeah.
I was like so nervous the entire time. Really.
Yeah.
Anyway, we parked the car and we walked to a tattoo parlor. Saloon or whatever.
Saloon.
I don't think it's a saloon. Studio.
Howdy, partner.
It's a tattoo studio.
Yeah.
And
the way they tattoo is like having a horseshoe burnt, like
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof. Ow.
No, you continue what you said.
And apparently I booked myself a time to get a tattoo.
You did.
That wasn't my intention, and I was really trying to get out of it, but I felt really trapped, and then I had to pay a deposit, and then I was like, well, now I kind of have to.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So yeah, That's what happened.
Yeah, next month.
Next month, I'm gonna get a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Fun times.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna hurt really bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna tickle, actually. Because I want it, like, kind of on my stomach. And it's like, I'm a little bit ticklish. I actually watched a friend of mine get, like, her side and, like, kind of ribs and, like, the side tattooed.
Okay.
And she had a pretty big one there. And I don't know how she wasn't, like, giggling the whole time. 'Cause I don't know if it's the pain or the tickle that
Yeah, I mean,
is
shouldn't
stronger.
it hurt?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
gonna find out, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened. We took a train, tunnelbanan,
Yeah.
the subway.
Subway.
Eat fresh.
Yeah, we didn't eat.
We didn't eat at Subway.
No.
We didn't. No, we took it to Sergels Torg,
Yeah, Sergels Torg.
the Sentry.
Sentry.
Why did I say that?
I don't know.
The Central Stockholm.
We went back in time.
A century.
Yeah.
And we went to Phil's Burgers, and you were telling me how much you like burgers, and I said I also like burgers.
Yes.
So you ordered a burger, and I ordered a salad.
Yeah.
I never said I wanted a burger. I just
No.
said I like burgers.
Yeah. I noted that. And I told you.
It's just a fact. I also like burgers.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I want one.
Yeah, I like burgers too. Salad, please.
Okay, so we ate there, and then we went to Five Guys across the street, and we got milkshakes
Yep. And
because they're expensive. And
Yes.
we didn't want their burgers.
and I was paying for it, so
I had a peanut butter and chocolate
yeah.
milkshake.
And I had a strawberry, but I tried to get a strawberry Oreo, but they did not have Oreos.
It was a sad moment.
Yeah, I cried.
We all cried. The server girl also cried.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And then we walked. We took a walk
Yes, we did.
to the old town
Yes.
where everything was old and cobblestoned, and yeah.
Yeah.
And it rained on and off all day. So
and-
yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
We went to the American store,
Yes, we
which
did.
I missed out on the last time I was in Stockholm and got really upset about.
Oh, okay.
Because I saw the American store when it was too late. I couldn't go in. And so we did go in this time.
We did.
And we looked around, and I spent money this time. I spent too much on an Irish cream monster.
Yeah.
And Butterfingers.
Yeah, you didn't want me to
No, but this
pay
was
for that.
this was a rare treat for me.
Yeah, they didn't have my monster that I like, so
No,
I didn't buy a monster.
I don't think you would have, even if they did have it.
No, they were expensive.
Yeah, it was way too much.
I mean, I was complaining about the monsters at the cinema,
yeah,
and this was more than double that.
yeah.
So,
And so I paid for my own monster,
yeah.
but I shared my Butterfingers with you.
Yeah, and it was good.
It was good. Oh yeah, I spent all that money on the monster, and then I wasted it by opening it before I shook it. You're
Yeah.
supposed to shake it because it's not carbonated.
No, okay.
And
But you
so, yeah.
shook it a little bit.
I tried to do the little like spinny thing.
Yeah, stir it.
While holding it.
Yeah.
And maybe that worked. I don't really know.
No.
So yeah, that's what we did there. And then we walked all the way to Gärdet,
Yeah.
which was the venue where it was a festival.
Yeah.
I believe. A music festival?
Yeah. Stockholm Fields.
Yeah.
That's what they called it too.
Yeah.
And that's it's really big.
Yeah.
And we went to the wrong place at first. We're like, where are they?
Okay, so they sent us a link link to where it was supposed to be on Google Maps. And Google Maps brought us to an empty field. A soccer field. And it was like, no one has set up yet.
No. They're a little late.
A little bit late. But then I guess we noticed a crowd of people walking in one direction.
Yeah, and I asked about what it was over there in the distance.
Yeah.
And it was the stage.
That's what it was.
That I saw.
Yeah.
But, we got there.
We did.
And,
And they were promoting Jurassic World Rebirth.
And they did have security before we went in.
Yeah.
And
they stole my monster can.
Yeah. I got the monster can from you.
As a gift.
As a gift. And as I was going into the
security.
Yeah, into the security. They asked me to empty my pockets or where the can was, and then they throw it in the trash.
But so that's money.
Yeah, I don't.
Annoying.
Yeah, so I couldn't keep that.
That's too bad.
Yeah, they didn't even say it. They just pointed at the trash can. And I'm like, yeah, I see it's a trash can.
There's a trash can. Thank you for notifying me.
Yeah.
So we went in and we saw Bad Nerves.
Yes.
Which I thought they were kind of fun. I'm not familiar with anything.
I mean, I think the singer made me laugh.
Okay.
Because he looked like a small kid who recently learned how to walk. He was walking around there, screaming and he was jumping and almost falling, and he reminded me so much about the kid who's, and he wanted the attention. He wanted the attention from the audience.
Yeah.
And I feel like he was kind of frustrated. He felt a little bit because he didn't get the response that he wanted.
Yeah. The thing about Swedish audiences is that they're not really as pumped up as American audiences usually are.
Okay.
I've noticed. Because I feel like a lot of the shows that I've gone to, even if we don't really know the band, we're still jumping around and at least showing that we're enjoying what we're seeing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the people here, they just stand there and stare.
Yeah. And he was like, I hope you have a good reason for you to have your hands in your pockets or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
And then he wanted us to spread the word about them.
Yeah.
Bad Nerves. And I'm like, maybe. Let's see.
The funny thing is that I was looking them up today, and it said that they were the fourth most streamed band on Spotify.
Oh, okay.
Which I was like, okay. I've never heard of them, though.
No.
I don't think.
I mean... Or
maybe I've heard of them, but I've never, heard their music.
No. And it didn't stick. I can't remember a song from them.
No.
So, no, I'm sorry, but it was mostly noise to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
it was kind of his microphone was not loud enough. I don't think, because it got kind of drowned out by the music.
Yeah, and but like I said, I got entertained because I saw the guy. He was the entertaining thing.
He was fun.
Yeah, and
then we got fika.
Yes,
we got drinks, and you got a cookie.
I did.
And that was your dinner. And then we saw Millencolin. Or something.
Melancholy.
They were Swedish.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
No.
But the other band was British.
Yeah.
This one was Swedish. So it caught me by surprise when the guy was speaking Swedish.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. And you didn't like them as much.
No. I didn't. Same there. Did not catch my attention. I think they had one okay song.
Okay.
But I can't remember.
Yeah, I didn't know any of their songs. I don't know them. I've never heard of them.
No.
But yeah, they were another rock band.
Yeah.
And you didn't like them.
No, I didn't.
Nothing else?
No.
Well, we learned one thing.
Yeah.
We did learn that you are not a fan of mosh pits.
No.
You don't like people pushing each other around.
No.
And I guess that's okay. I like being along the border and just pushing people away. But then we saw Weezer.
Weezer was good.
Which was kind of funny because we were like, oh, we're going to go see Weezer for the one song.
Yeah.
We assumed that we only... Well, I assumed, sorry.
Yeah.
That I only knew one song.
And me too. And I was right.
You were
about
right.
me.
But I surprisingly knew a lot more songs than I thought I did.
But the funny thing is, you didn't know the song I knew.
No. And you didn't know the song that I was thinking of either.
No.
When we went there.
No.
So that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then I ended up knowing like the majority of the set list. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with Weezer.
Yeah, Weezer was good. They were on another level from the first two.
Yeah. It got increasingly better.
Oh, yeah. They actually had some melody.
Yeah.
And not just the same noise all over.
Yeah.
So that's... I like that.
I was happy.
Yeah.
And then the main event, in which everyone went there for.
Yeah. Oh, man. It was...
Everyone in the world showed up.
It felt like it.
How many?
25,000.
Wow. That's a lot of people in one place.
Yeah. And...
we felt it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially when heading for the bathrooms.
Yeah. I mean, you had the right idea with telling me to go to the bathroom before Green Day started. I didn't even mention. After Weezer.
Yeah. You had to take a whiz.
Huh. I didn't, though, but it was a good idea knowing me.
Yeah. I forced you to.
It took us like 20 minutes to get to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Which usually is like a 3-minute walk.
Yeah. I mean, it was packed.
So many people.
Yeah. And we were walking towards the stream.
Yeah.
And going towards the bathrooms.
Yeah.
So that I think that was the biggest problem with going that way, because that way was way more difficult than going back to the stage.
Yeah.
You went to the bathroom.
I did.
After Weezer.
It took a while, but I got there.
Yes. And the funny thing is that, like we said, they had this Jurassic World promo. Yeah.
Promo, yeah.
Promo thing. It was a container, like a...
storage container.
Yeah, with a screen in the back, so you could, like, watch the trailer, I think it was.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that you're like, okay, you wait here, like I was like a little kid. You wait here, look at that screen.
Yeah, watch the movie.
Yeah. While I go pee. Okay, don't move.
Please don't leave.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay. Watching.
So you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And I waited. And you had an experience while waiting for the bathroom, or porta potty?
They were porty potties.
Porty potties.
Yeah. I was trying to be smart, but I wasn't really that smart, because I started off in one line and I was pretty close to the front of the line, but I was like, well, there's a possibility that one of the porta potties further down, and there were a lot of them. I figured that one of them further down was going to be opened.
Yeah.
So I walked further down, and of course all of them were taken. So I waited at the very end, and I was a bit uncomfortable because I'm standing in the back of this line. There's like 4 people in front of me, so I mean, whatever. And I didn't really have to pee that bad. bad.
No.
But I couldn't turn around either because you had the urinals behind me. So there's like all these guys that are like smushed into this box.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't want to watch.
No.
I want to look around, but I don't want to. I can't.
Not there.
I can't. No. And that was all I could see if I turned around.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I stood there, and then I ended up being next in line, and the porta potty at the very end was unstable. It was not on flat ground, and you could see that, like, when the person in there was moving, so was the porta potty.
That must be scary.
Yeah, and I was like, I really hope that's not the one I have to take. But then that one and like a couple porta potties over, they like both came out at the same time. So I like zoomed for the other one.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to be in the unstable one.
I mean, I guess the one at the end must been like a very effective one, because that scares the crap out of you.
Ha, you're funny. I mean, it was a fun experience.
Yeah.
Porta potties are always very fun.
Yeah.
But I came back to you when I was all done.
Yeah. And then we approached the stage.
Yeah, we went back to the stage
And
without
that was
problem.
much easier.
Yeah. But to avoid any kind of possible mosh pits, we went more to the side and tried to push our way forward.
Yeah. I think we got a pretty good spot, though.
Yeah.
I
think so.
I wasn't upset by that spot.
You're also tall, so you could have taken any spot and you would have been fine.
Yeah, that's true. But you were jumping a lot.
I did. I was trying to see.
Yeah. I can't see.
It was a really good show.
Oh,
we saw Green Day.
Green Day.
And
they were
so
good. Yeah, really, really good. It was, I mean, I haven't been to a lot of these concerts, but I don't know. I think...
this was your third one.
Yeah, this might actually have been the best one. I mean, for the main band.
I believe it.
I think so. This was my favorite. That said, I still love the other two.
Yeah. We saw Weird Al and The Offspring before.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to later this year.
When we see Volbeat.
Yeah.
Volbeat.
I mean, I have to say, though, that Weird Al, we got to meet Weird Al, so that's a special thing, too.
Yeah. That wasn't the show itself, though.
No.
That was the experience afterwards.
Yeah. So that... And also, that was my first concert ever.
Yeah.
So, real concert. Like that. Anyhow.
Best part of the show.
Best part of the show? Green Day?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like best song?
I don't know. Anything. What was the highest point?
I don't know. That's a difficult one. I mean, I love the songs I know the lyrics to, so I can sing along. Like Basket Case and Wake Me Up When September Ends.
Yeah.
Those are some of my favorite songs, and 21 Guns. So I did like the fact that he messed up at the end, and that
one of the songs.
Yeah, and that he said that. Oh, I effed up.
Yeah.
That was a really funny. I thought that was funny, and that he actually said that he did that. Just shows that he's human too.
Yeah. I mean, they've been doing this for a really long time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure it's not the first time.
No, that was funny. What did you like the most?
I thought it was kind of fun with the pyrotechnics.
Oh, yeah.
With the fire and like
loud.
The bangs.
Yeah, the loud bangs.
The fireworks and everything. The fireworks at the very end, which I wanted to film, but I didn't. I was too slow.
Yeah. I'm not sure, because at the end, it was like fireworks at the top. And Trey Cool was on the stage. And I'm like, what did he do? Because I was looking at the fireworks. So I didn't see what he did on stage.
Oh.
Did he do something?
I don't know.
I
mean, it was at the end, so he probably threw his drumsticks.
Okay, yeah. All I could see was like him running back, and I'm like, oh, he was there? Why didn't I look at that?
Yeah.
I looked at the fireworks. So...
Yeah, I don't remember.
No, okay.
I was also looking at the fireworks and trying to film them, and I missed them.
Yeah. So I was a little bummed about that I didn't pay attention to the stage at that point.
Yeah.
But it was a great experience.
It was a really good show.
Yeah. Was that it? Or did you want to say anything else
about the show?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Did you?
No, I just wanted to talk a little bit about us leaving. It was crowded.
A lot of people.
Oh yeah, and we went back. We were talking about taking a bus, but there was no way. No, it was so crowded with people that a bus would have taken so much longer than just walking.
Yeah, I think walking was the best choice.
Yes, and we managed to get a couple posters.
Yeah, stole posters off of the streets like I usually do.
Yeah, they're a little bit broken, but I think they're still okay.
Yeah, and then we tried to find our way back to the subway.
Yeah.
Got a little lost, but whatever.
That was my fault.
It wasn't a big deal.
But we made it.
Yeah, we made it to the subway, and we got back to Solna.
Yeah, and we found the car
pretty easily.
Yes.
Yeah, and the car was there without a ticket, and it didn't get towed or anything.
No, and no one destroyed it or anything.
That I'm aware of.
No.
It was a miracle.
It was so good, and it was so roomy when we got there.
Yeah, there were less cars.
Oh yeah.
That was nice.
If we're going to Solna, let's take that parking spot again. That's our now.
It was a cheap spot.
Yeah.
Which was appreciated.
Yeah. It was the best possible outcome on that part.
Absolutely.
That was one of the best parts of the day.
Yeah.
The parking spot.
Well, I mean, Green Day was the day before, technically.
Yeah, that's true.
It was morning at this point.
Yeah, that's true. But we did park the day with Green Day too. But we didn't know then how it. So yeah, you're right. You're true.
I'm true. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I did manage to bring you home with the car.
Yeah, but you felt
to stop.
Yeah, you felt a little bit tired.
My eyesight went blurry.
Eyesight denied.
Aww. My eyesight was getting blurry, so I had to stop and walk around a little bit. But we survived.
Yeah, we did.
You got home, you got to sleep in your bed.
Yes.
And I went home, and I got to sleep in my bed.
It was perfect.
It was really good.
I liked it.
And then the next day I was really tired.
Yeah.
This is Wednesday now.
Oh, yeah.
We're well into Wednesday. We've already gotten like 1,000 steps in before we woke up.
Yeah.
And my daughter had a dentist appointment.
Yeah.
Which took her 8 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Record time.
Yeah.
And then we left.
Yeah, and before that, we went for a walk.
Right, we did. We went for a walk. And it was nice.
Yeah.
It was warm. It didn't rain.
No, it was good.
But we did miss fika.
We did. We survived.
Yeah, we survived without fika.
Yeah.
Just barely.
And
Thursday was yesterday.
Yes, it was. I went back to work because I felt better.
You did.
From my sickness. Oh yeah, one of the guys at work said, "Oh, so you got the green sickness?"
No, I didn't. No.
No, exactly. No.
What do you mean? What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
Get all defensive.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about?
No, they were asking me if where I was, and I'm like, I was sick, and it had nothing to do with Green Day playing that day, Tuesday. Nothing.
Nothing.
And I think they believed me.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. It sounds believable.
Yeah, of course. And so that's when he said, "Oh, so you had the green sickness?"
No,
No, I didn't.
it was something else.
Yeah.
I had bad nerves.
Yeah, I had bad nerves, so I had to stay home. And melancholy.
I was depressed.
Melancholy. Bad nerves.
I was also
melancholy.
wheezing all day.
Yeah, all Green Day.
All right. What else did I do yesterday? I was supposed to lead spinning, but my class got canceled because I only had one person booked. So I got to cancel it. That was the high point of my day.
Okay.
Canceling my class.
Wow, you have such a wild life.
I know. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I haven't really done much more than that.
No.
Today is Friday.
It is.
I have been, cleaning and doing computer work today.
Yeah, I've been at work. Nothing exciting about that.
Nothing that exciting.
No.
It's been raining on and off
and the guy,
most of the day.
Yeah, and the guy talking about the green sickness, he wasn't at work today, so...
He caught it.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
He was like, Mattias did it, so can I.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I feel like we should move on after the break, maybe.
I feel like that's a good idea. We might have other things to talk about as well.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because we totally did not already record that part.
No, I don't think so.
No. We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah.
In a few seconds.
Yep. Time travel.
Yep. Mattias, would you like to take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
All right, we will be right back.
Yeah. We're back.
We're back. All right, did you have a nice break?
Yeah.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
And a day.
Yeah. That's true.
Yep.
True.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Yep.
Isn't that the sound check guy? He's
oh,
like,
yeah. Yep.
Yep. There was probably someone in his ear like, does that one work? Yep. Does that one work? Yep.
Maybe. I don't know.
Who knows? Okay. Mattias.
Yep. That's gonna be my new catchphrase from now on.
Okay, so we'll probably end up moving second half.
Yeah, we moved the second half.
We're gonna move the second half to a different section.
Yeah, to a different week.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
We'll just record the first half, and then act like we're gonna take a break, and then just end it.
Yeah, we take a break for a week.
Yeah, it'll be like the intermission music, and then it just kind of like ends, and then the next episode starts with the intermission music. We're back. Hi.
Did you have a good break? Nice break.
It lasted a week.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be funny though? I'm considering it.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not gonna edit. We'll see.
I'm feeling like I wouldn't like if we just did one part for an episode. I would probably record something at home or something.
Why?
I don't know. I just want it to be like 40 minutes.
Oh my god. You and your rules.
I don't know if it's like some type of OCD.
I think you have OCD.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised.
No.
Because I know that I get obsessive with numbers, but so do you.
Yeah.
And you get really upset if things aren't just right.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when I'm often when I eat cars, I have to take three of each color. and eat them.
And I noticed you had a pattern while eating your sandwiches too.
Yeah.
Your
Yes.
knäckebröd.
Yes. That too.
You break it off and then you take like one end and then the other end and then the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah. Yep. See, I notice things. Do you think maybe you might have developed this due to a lack of control in your life as a child?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe, because I could not control anything.
No.
Nothing was up to me.
You had no say in anything?
No.
Okay.
I didn't. I mean, I could suggest things.
But no one would take it.
No, and be denied.
That's how I am. That's my current life.
Okay, yeah.
That makes sense then. Yeah. I can't really say if my OCD was developed due to the same, but I do know that I always craved, like, responsibility of others. Like, I feel like I was born to be a mom, but I'm not really good at my job. I wanted to take care of something, though.
Okay.
And even though I had, like, a cat and we had the dog and everything, it didn't feel like enough.
No. I feel like, I mean, it's like with, I've always loved movies. And, I mean, when I started watching or obsessing over Jackie Chan, I only got to see the movies if they were playing in this town.
Right.
We're in.
Yeah.
Because I remember this was at the height of my Jackie Chan mania, where I was the biggest fan, like, and that was when Rush Hour 2 was released, and that movie did not play here.
Right, but it was in another town.
Yeah, it was in the bigger towns.
Right.
But I never got to see that in cinema. She wouldn't take me to a bigger town. And that was so freeing when I got, adult myself. Or like bigger so I could take buses wherever I wanted. By myself. Or I even took my mom to cinema outside where we live.
Yeah.
And she liked it. It was just that she didn't want to be the one planning that trip with me. So when I got old enough to plan the trips myself, that's when I could do that.
Okay.
In 2001, when Rush Hour 2 was big or released, I was just 10, so I couldn't just take a bus wherever I wanted.
Right.
I wish I could.
Yeah. I bet you were really upset.
Of course. And, I mean, it was like in school, everyone knew what a big nerd I was about Jackie Chan. And they're like, have you seen Rush Hour 2? I'm like, no. And,
it felt everyone else had seen it.
Yeah. And I was the biggest nerd. I should be the one to see it first.
No. Yeah, that is upsetting.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
But that's long gone and forgotten.
I don't know about forgotten. No, I feel like you are holding a grudge.
Yeah.
Yes. And that was like the core of your childhood anger. And that's when you started becoming a rebel.
A Red Bull.
A Red Bull. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this episode, we're going to figure out you.
I feel like, could this be the second part?
This is the second part.
Okay.
And, well, we already started with We're Back.
I mean, this is perfect.
Okay.
I kind of love this.
Okay, except we were gonna talk about movies.
Yeah.
And we haven't done that.
No, we haven't.
No.
Are we gonna save that for last?
I think that's the segment we're going to talk about right now.
Okay.
So we've already figured out your problems.
Yes.
Unless there's something else you want to break down.
I do have another problem.
Okay.
And that's that we haven't talked enough about movies.
Right.
We should get to other movies and talk about.
We should talk about other movies?
Yeah.
Other than the movies that we watched tonight.
No, we can take those first.
We're going to take the movies we watched tonight, and then we're going to talk about other movies?
Yes.
Okay. Like
but
what?
That's earlier in the episode.
Okay.
Because we're
going to talk about other movies earlier in the episode.
Yeah, because we were watching movies on Midsummer.
We did do that.
So
we might talk about...
That's an earlier problem.
A couple movies and maybe another movie. We'll just mention it. We didn't actually see. But, where are we going with this?
I don't know. I think we're gonna move on.
Okay, let's do that then.
Let's move on.
No. That was wrong.
Of course.
Mattias.
Yes.
Would you like to move on?
Let's move on.
Okay. We're gonna do that. Okay.
Yes.
So, this is so weird. All right.
Yeah.
Tonight we watched Tequila Sunrise and Pillersnoppen. Pillersnoppen.
Yep. No. Can we keep that?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
I still don't know. No one ever answered. Did you ever answer me?
What Pillersnopp is?
Yeah.
You don't know what it is?
Did you tell me? Because I know I've brought it up.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Is it a pill?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Are you going to tell me?
What if you just take out pille?
Yeah, I know what a snop is.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just a word for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's.
Weird.
I guess it's when it's small.
Oh. Okay.
That's more like a kid saying, though.
Okay.
Of the penis. Penis.
Penis. All right.
Okay, this is the Swedish lesson for today. No, am I saying the Swedish?
Yeah.
Pillertrillaren.
Okay, what's that mean?
Pillertrillare. I think that is, like a pill divider.
Oh. It's not when all the pills fall.
Yeah, when it's raining pills.
Well, I mean, you could knock them all down. Just like...
Oh, yeah, okay, you mean like
empty the container thing.
Yeah, I mean, in the movie, they were talking about the thing that when it fell out the machine into
something else.
Yeah. Cans or what do you call in jars? Containers.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what. But I think the divider for each day.
Yeah.
I think they call that Pillertrillare too.
Okay.
Well, anyhow,
maybe one day we'll figure it out. I'm gonna be tall.
You're gonna be tall.
I think I'm gonna start being tall.
Okay. Should I be short?
Yeah. If you can just
switch paces.
Shrink a little bit.
We can switch paces.
Okay. So
that means you can walk with the long legs, and I'll be running with the short legs.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Anyhow, let's talk about movies.
Right. Would you like to move on?
Let's move on.
Okay. We're going to move on. I'm going to tell you about Tequila Sunrise.
Yes.
Okay. This is a movie either from 93 or 94. No, that was the other one. This is a movie from the 90s.
Our sister's year.
88. Also known as the 90s.
Yeah. Very early.
At some point. The early 90s.
Yeah.
1988.
Yeah.
It's a movie with Mel Gibson.
Yes.
And Michelle Pfeiffer is in this movie.
That's true.
Also, what's his name again?
Kurt
Cobain.
Kurt Russell.
One of them was in this movie.
What was his name?
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
It could have also been Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, it could have been.
I get the two confused.
Oh. One's dead. I'm not going to tell you which one.
Not the actor.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So in this movie, Kurt Russell is a cop, I guess. And Mel Gibson is a drug dealer kind of guy.
Kind of former drug dealer.
Yeah, he's trying to quit.
Yeah.
And they're kind of friends, but they're like enemies, and Michelle Pfeiffer is caught in between them, I guess.
Yep.
And there's another guy who they're trying to capture.
Yes.
Because he's selling drugs.
Yeah, and they want to use Mel Gibson to get to that guy.
Yeah. And they fight, and Michelle Pfeiffer is also there.
She is. Between them.
Yeah.
All the time.
Pretty much. Yeah. I think that's all I'm going to say about this.
Yeah.
What do you think about what?
That's a good summary.
Thank you.
Summary.
It's summary.
Yeah.
What did you think about the movie?
This is a slower movie, but I still think it's pretty good. I don't know why. Maybe you don't agree. I don't know. It has much nostalgia to me. So that's why I like it. I think it's a pretty good story too. And in a way, I know it's about drug dealing, but in a way I kind of feel it's kind of cozy, cute.
Okay.
I don't know why. I can't really explain it. It's also in some parts very like beautiful filmed.
Right.
So maybe that's part of the cuteness too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of like it even though it's slow. It's a slower movie. It's not an action movie.
Not all of it. There's some action.
Yeah, towards the end. Yeah. So what do you think about this movie?
You're not going to like this.
No, it's okay.
I wasn't a huge fan.
No, okay.
I thought, it was a bit too slow for me. There was a lot of talking. And whoever that drug dealer guy, Carlos, was, I didn't really connect who he was. Like, I got pretty far into the movie thinking, I haven't even seen this guy.
Okay.
But I think he was already shown quite a few times, but I never connected the two.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I didn't like it that much.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I kind of see a resemblance to... a kind of vague resemblance to The Fox and the Hound.
Okay.
Since it's about Kurt Russell and Mel Gibson, and they're like friends since they were kids.
Oh, okay.
And then they grew up, and one became a cop, and the other one became a crook.
Right. No, I see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
was Mel Gibson also in The Fox and the Hound?
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
But it's kind of funny that Kurt Russell did both of these. He did the voice of Copper in The Fox and the Hound.
Yeah. Who played the other one in Fox and the Hound?
It was Mickey Rooney.
Right. Okay.
The adult.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And I think the kid was Keith Coogan.
Okay. And then Corey Feldman. All right. But I see that. That makes sense. I would have never thought of that.
No, okay.
Well observed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, and that's also something I early on caught on to. I hadn't seen The Fox and the Hound in English since I only seen it in Swedish.
Yeah.
But I knew that Kurt did the English voice for for Copper. So it's still it's a fun comparison.
And we're going to see it.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. That's one of the more difficult ones for me to watch.
Oh, it's so sad.
It is so sad.
I cried.
I have cried many times to this movie. Yeah. It is really sad.
I guess we're both thinking about the same scene.
Probably.
When the lady leaves.
To leave him. No.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I can't handle that.
No. No, it's gonna be interesting too.
Between that and Titanic, I'm not sure how it's gonna go.
maybe we're gonna have a...
Oh my god, can we not watch the two on the same night? Now I have to check the list.
Yeah.
Make sure they're far away from each other.
Yeah.
Because I know that both of them keep getting pushed further down the list.
And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be changed more.
Yeah.
I usually do that.
Yes.
I might change on your side too.
It happens.
Yeah.
That's
sorry.
okay.
So, that was that.
Right. Did you have anything else to say about that movie?
No.
Okay.
I liked it. You weren't a big fan.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's just fine. I'm not that big fan of the movie either, but I still think it's kind of cozy.
It's not just how you respond to me saying that I don't like it. It's also the fact that what makes me nervous about saying that I don't like it is that I know there's a possibility you might make me rewatch it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to rewatch this movie.
No.
But I have to be honest, right?
Yeah. Anyhow, you will probably not have to see this movie ever again.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, that's kind of the point of the rewatches, too.
Yeah, I still think it's a pretty good movie, but I have other movies in mind so far.
For rewatches?
Yeah.
I believe this is a pretty strong candidate, though. But it's okay. I'm not gonna push that any further.
Or I'm thinking that this might be that you actually like this movie and want me to.
No. I'm not into reverse psychology.
Okay,
I'm not that smart.
Sure.
No.
Sure. Okay, then I'm gonna write this down. Okay, I'll watch it, but I don't like it.
Fine.
Love this one.
So excited. All right. Can we talk about the next one?
Yeah, Pillertrillaren. So this is from your side?
Yes.
You picked this one.
Oh, yeah. I picked this one. It's my favorite.
Yeah. Okay, so this movie is about more drugs.
Right.
So it's about a drug company that sells drugs legally.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, it's medical drugs. Is that a thing? Medication drugs.
Okay.
That's what I call it.
All right. Like, hello, yes, I'd like to pick up my medication drugs. Like, right. Okay.
Yep. Anyhow, this movie is about a guy who's new at this company, and he gets to do some selling of the drugs. And the guy he's supposed to work with, who's supposed to teach him how to sell, that guy gets murdered. And also he meets a girl, and the girl turns out to be the daughter of the boss of the company. And there's something suspicious going on in the company. And then they go for like a wilderness, what would you even call it?
It's like one of those camps where you're supposed to like bond with your
like a
teammates
survival camp.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
it's for bonding.
Yeah, it's like Native American stuff too. I mean, the guy he's like dressed like Native American.
Yeah.
And they have those teepees.
Teepees.
Yeah. Anyhow, and someone's trying to kill this guy who's new at the job, and he's getting help from Dynamit Harry.
Yeah.
He's
the guy from
Jönssonligan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I love his character. He's so funny in this movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they try to find out who's behind this strange
murder.
Yeah, this strange murder. They're trying to find out what's happening in the company and who's behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the movie is about.
Yeah.
So now I wonder, what did you think about this movie?
This was a movie that I did enjoy.
You did?
I did.
Good.
I found it funny.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
Stop looking at me like that. I liked it. Don't make me rewatch it.
No, it's true.
No, really. No, I
okay,
did.
now I don't believe
I
you.
know, because you made me repeat it so many times that
Yeah.
it sounds like I'm lying.
No, but I noticed you laughing a few times. So,
I did.
Yeah.
I did that.
I
Did you take note of
yeah,
every time I
of
laughed?
course. I'm like,
Okay.
yes, she's laughing at the right
And then you started
place.
playing on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I did. What did you think?
I do love this movie. This is a movie I've seen like all my life. We still have it on VHS. But you know, it's almost impossible.
Wow.
Impossible to get it on DVD or Blu-ray or anything.
Why?
I don't know. I think I know it was released on DVD, but I mean it went out of print years ago.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, but luckily we had one, the only like streaming service or whatever you call it, that had it, and that's how we watched it. Too bad it wasn't subtitled though.
Right, but I think I still got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean we didn't have much distractions, so
No.
that was good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anything else?
No.
Well, I guess as we wrap up this episode, would you like to tell me what is currently ruining your life?
I don't have much to ruin my life right now. You didn't like the first movie.
You took that personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not at all. It's okay. I don't have that strong bonds to that movie.
Okay.
So, no.
Okay.
That's totally fine.
Okay.
But I don't really know what's ruining my life. I guess it's my dry hands again. Although they're not that bad. My foot is itchy.
You've had some days for your hands to recover.
Yeah.
My foot is itchy.
Yeah. I'll go with that. My foot
Okay.
is itchy.
That is annoying.
Yeah. So,
Is that better?
yeah.
Okay.
What about you? What's ruining your life?
I think your OCD is ruining my life now. I mean, I never really thought about it, but I mean, now that you mention it, it definitely makes sense.
Okay. So that's a problem.
It's not a problem. It was a problem, but I think it's less of a problem now. But up until a few minutes ago, it was ruining my life.
Okay.
For the past, 3 years? 8 years? I don't know. Your OCD has been ruining my life.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it dramatic.
Yeah, up until now.
Yeah.
Now it's not gonna ruin your life anymore.
The problem has been solved.
Yeah, now you figure it out. Figure-do.
The fact that I'm just now figuring it out bothers me more than the fact that your OCD has been ruining my life for the past
Yeah.
8 years.
And you needed
just gonna
help
throw out
with
the
it
number.
too. I helped you with it.
You did.
And I also just now got it.
We're learning a lot today.
Yeah.
This is a learning podcast. Educational. So we have to educate ourselves about each other.
I guess so.
Each other about ourselves. Whichever way you want to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
We can fix that in post.
Or don't.
No.
Why work when you can just not?
True.
That's my
We can...
advice for today.
Yeah. Just leave it and let Lauren sound like an idiot.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. I don't care. Matthias,
Yes.
I'm all out of sips.
Oh, so am I. And that means we're all out of episode.
Right. I'm sure we are.
Yep.
There's nothing else to record right now.
No.
So that's it. Would you like to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for listening to this very interesting episode. I'm not really sure what happened here, but this is where we ended up.
Yeah. It's very interesting.
Wiser and curious about the future. What are we going to say?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting that too. You mean the future where we
Talk about the first half.
Yeah,
Or we record the first half.
Yeah.
We're doing this backwards.
Yeah. Interesting. It's a first for us.
Right.
To do it like this.
Yeah, I mean, we've recorded the first half and then the second half separately, like on separate days.
Before,
but never backwards,
no.
I don't think. So that's what we did today.
Yeah.
Thank you for dealing with us.
Yeah, and this scrambled episode.
Scrambled eggs. Sounds really good right now. Don't talk about food. I'm hungry. We will be back next Tuesday with a brand new episode.
Yeah.
That should also be interesting.
And we're gonna do the live Mad Libs the 12th.
July 12th.
Yes.
Of 2025. That's this year.
So remember that.
Yeah, put it in your calendars and we will see you there.
Yes.
And talk to you live. And play Mad Libs as well. Anything else?
No, I think we're good.
Cool. Send us a text if you have anything fun and exciting to say. And thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for listening to the Roasty Toasty Ghosty podcast.
If you kind of liked our episode, follow us on the social medias. We are on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Roasty Toasty Ghosty Pod.
And Twitch at Roasty Toasty Ghosty Podcast, where we play live Mad Libs every month.
Consider supporting us on Buzzsprout, where you can find deleted content and our entire movie night lists.
We hope you enjoyed this episode just as we enjoyed making it.
And we'll be back with another one next Tuesday on a podcast provider near you.
Goodbye, Mattias.
Goodbye, Lauren.